but not their second. And then she even pointed out how much harder my parents tried for my brother's 18th birthday than they had for mine. My uncle was the first to stand up and say something. Then, everyone else had yet to leave. I walked away and went to my room to sit and think. I got a few I'm sorry calls from relatives, and my grandparents convinced me to go out with them for the evening. But when I got back, my parents were pissed and told me I'd shamed them to the whole family. I just walked past them because I didn't want to fight. The next few weeks went by with a silent treatment between us. My parents suddenly surprised me a few days ago with a white '98 Subaru Legacy that runs great. They practically threw the keys and the title in an envelope at me and said to have fun. I got the car, and they're paying for insurance for the next 6 months like they did for my brother. I know a car isn't a right but a privilege, so I feel like I've essentially blackmailed my parents into getting me one. Update: I got a part-time job that later went full-time for the summer after graduation. However, 3 weeks into working part-time, the Subaru blew the head gasket on the highway at about 45 miles an hour. The temp gauge redlined, and I had to pull over and call for help. My grandparents looked at the car and found that someone had run a lot of gasket sealer in it, and it was still in the coolant. The car was band-aided back together before my parents bought it and was then barely hanging on by a thread. It drove great, and I never pushed